Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and in here I have the Tsurinoya Francis Pro. This is the 800S. And why did I get it? Because it was so inexpensive. I think I paid 20 something euros for it. And funny enough, it was not on Tsurinoya store. It was on a store that I usually go there for hooks, I think, and crankbaits. Some store that sells, I think, hard body weights, and I found it there as an early bird and I bought it because it was so inexpensive, and I already had my eye on this reel for quite a long time. No anything fancy in here other than it has a bunch of bearings, it has a lower drag than usual, and it feels quite solid as everything I've got from Tsurinoya. But to tell you all about this reel, we'll need to go to the table. And this is the new Tsurinoya Francis Pro. The box is a little bit packed up, but it's okay, it comes inside of a pouch, and in there you have a washer if you need to adjust the spool height. And talking about the spool, if we pull up the spec sheets for this reel, you will notice one thing, that we have like three main bodies. As you will see right now, if I pull up the table, you will have one body that holds the 800S, the 1000, the C2000S, with similar weights, the similar drag powers. All of them on the family have 5.2 to 1 gear ratios and 9+1 bearings, but the 2500S, the 3000M, will share a similar body with increased drag power, and then you have the 4000M, a lot heavier, and by a lot heavier I don't say it's heavy, it's just heavier than these ones, that will get 9 kilos of drag. This reel has one thing in terms of internal tech that makes it very similar to the Tegman Pro, even though this one for me feels a little bit more well put together and I would say snappier. So right now it sits around 60 to 50 euros, so I really think it's worth the money, even though I got it way cheaper. And as you can see, you also get a screw-in handle. The only thing I think we're missing in tech on this one, it's a one-piece veil, but you get some nice stuff. So the sort of nice stuff that you get, it's a slider that is made with bearings like on the Tegman Pro, and you also get a bearing on top of the main shaft inside of the spool already, so it will help the smoothness of the roll and of the drag. When the feel of the fish pulling in, it really settles in without like wobbling the spool. So now I'm just putting and tightening everything and it really feels solid. I quite like it. So the veil closing, it's also very snappy. The movement on the drag, everything is very snappy, so I quite like this reel. It might pop up and creep up on the tier list. As you can see, the free movement is also quite nice. And sound check. Everything is very snappy. Man, I really like this reel. Even at the current price point of 50 something euros, it's similar to the Tegman. It's cheaper than the Tegman Pro, and it doesn't have it has even less slack than the Tegman Pro, so I'm quite impressed. So take a look inside. Even the components feel quite nice. So in there you have the bearing that I spoke before, and it's quite free. For some reason it's slightly greased, which is nice. Also, like the Tegman, you have a thin shaft, which makes this reel more finesse oriented. And you see the free movement, it's so much, even the weight of the knob makes it go down. And you have the ported spool, full of holes. And now I will just take out the drag assembly. So I'll just take out this snap spring, always put the finger over so it doesn't fly away. This one, it's not over tension, it's actually quite a nice system. Now I just take the metal washer, which in this case it will work very well because it's a, I would say, high porous metal, and in there you have a felt washer that is properly lubed. So I know for sure that this drag system will be very effective, which is quite nice. And in there you can see the porting that I mentioned before to make the spool even lighter. So everything going together, as you can see, even without any like connection usually that you need from the drag adjustment knob, the spool almost doesn't move. It stays put very well. So as you can see, it's a very well put together reel. Again, has everything from Tsurinoya. They don't usually will not disappoint. Even if the things look a little bit simple, they will just work, and they will work very well. Like I said, I tested the Tsurinoya Dragon a couple of weeks ago, and I was amazed how such simple looking rod performs so well. And I have to tell you that it really performed well. It's very accurate. It's actually, this would make a very good combo, even on the looks department, because this is also black with silver accents, and the rod it's black with silver accents. So if you want to put a nice spinning combo, you will see me testing this reel in a moment, but it would look nice, the Tsurinoya Dragon with this Tsurinoya Francis Pro. I know that some people have that kind of OCD that they have to put visual looking combos and same brand combos. Unfortunately, this is not the same name. They could call this Reel the Dragon with no problems, but again, it's very snappy. Putting everything back together, again, no problems whatsoever. The tolerances are very good. Not a lot of flex on the body of this reel. If someone put this on my hand and said, look, this is a aluminum body reel, I would believe them. So just some quick measurements. You get 58 on the feet, you get 37 on the spool rim, and the total height, it's shy of 110 millimeters, which says to me that this reel is the inside of that tolerance of 1000 to 800 sized reels. So now just a quick weigh in. This is supposed to weigh 166, I think. So 168, not that bad, because at least it's properly greased. Let's take a second one, 168. So not that bad. It's not the lightest of reel, but again, it feels very robust. And to see how robust it is, let's take it nano bass fishing. Testing didn't start on the best of ways, so first cast I've made I just snagged, and you can see that I'm using the Mi-Fine Attacking, which it's not the perfect rod to use on the heavy cover that we have on the side of this lake and even on the the shore of this lake, but I just reset it and make casts on a more opening area. So this is very early stages, so it's still very cold, so while the sun is shining, only the small ones will come to surface. The bigger ones are still hidden away and very lethargic. So this is what I can get, and what I can get, it's this nano bass. So very like fingerlings, but it's a great way to test the drag on this reel if I adjust it. So, and also the Mi-Fine Attacking, because there will be a review coming soon. I've tested this rod with a bunch of reels. This is one of them. The other one, I think it's the Cast King Valiant Eagle, so you'll be seeing that probably next. But as you can see, it's quite easy to cast. It takes the line out with no problems. And this one is a little bit better, so it's better than shove fishing right now for sure. So as you can see, the combo looks quite nice. These bass are just eager to eat, and I take advantage of that. So if you don't know, on a lake usually the small ones will come up to the surface, I would say almost 1 month before the big ones, if you have like a progressive weather pattern like we have in Portugal, where spring will come out slowly. So if you have a couple of days of 20 degrees with sun, these small ones will come up to the surface and you can get them very easily. But the bigger ones will come a lot later. So I just continue to cast and continue to catch small bass, and sometimes I can even hook them with the reel. Even though it's not the fastest of reels, I can just speed it up a little bit and force the hook set. So another one comes in, and again I'm using, I think, a trout area, like a small lure from Ricardo. It's I think Dorito flavor. It's a cheesy one. So because I'm not sight fishing, I'm just casting and see whatever it might bite. Because today there was not a lot of visibility to see the bass. Sometimes I see some points on the water, but that's about it. And another one. So this rod and reel are a great combo for this sort of small fish. And I kept casting, and I've kept hooking bass, which is a nice thing. So, uh, whoops, it was, I thought it would be bigger, but it's very, very small and quite nice. So at least I was having fun, which is the most important thing. And with this rod, like the ones that are over 12 centimeters, have some oomph to them. So look, and another one. It's just maddening because this day I didn't, but the other days I see the big ones, and it's almost impossible to show them a presentation without a swarm of the small ones just come and just piss the hell out of the bigger one. I have a couple of them hooked, but it's still very hard to catch the big ones with this swarm. The water is not ready yet, but I'm catching, I would say, decent small ones. So this is just boom, 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 catching, 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 which is quite good for someone that was blanking after chub the past few days. And I can not even locate them. And now I just change for the rosewood insect. So this is a 25 millimeter soft lure. It's made of TPR. It's actually quite good for chub on the summer, but in here it's also working for bass because I think this lake doesn't have any other fish than, I think, 6 carp or 6 or 7 carps in here. I don't think it even has sunfish. So I think mostly the forage for this bass, it's frogs and insects. So that's what I will be using on the near future in here. And with that said, I'm just wrapping up this video. My final opinion on the Tsurinoya Francis Pro is that it's a lovely reel. I will be probably using it a lot more in the future because it will creep up on the top of the tier list. And with that said, this is a high recommendation. If you want to check it out, I have links for everything on the description of this video. Remember that that's a free way to help me, and it goes a long way because the kickback that I get from the affiliate sales on AliExpress, it's what helps me get more gear to test, so you don't have to buy crap. You get me to buy the crap, and then I can give you an informed opinion. And with that said, if you like the video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're on your phone, maybe give me a little bit of hype. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!